Hi everybody. All right, let's go through the first big chunk of gumdo form. I'm going to stop where the, not technically where the lines stop, but where I feel like it's a good stopping point for memorization purposes. I find that with the students who learn gumdo, this flows the best. So I'm going to take you through the first chunk in this video, and then I'm going to segment out the chunks into other videos so that you can break them apart, and then we'll put them all together in one video as well, okay? So gumdo starts at close, let's chidi up, kunye. Starts at closed stance, right hand resting gently on your hilt. You're going to unlock your sword with your left thumb and bring the sword and hilt, sheath, and everything up to the right into a good front stance. Aya! This is your first kiya. Notice my arms are long and horizontal to the ground. I don't want to bend over. My back is straight, my chest is out. And then I actually pull the sheath down to my belt and I put the tip on my shoulder, okay? Not on top, but on the outside of my shoulder. So that's the first two moves, okay? So we're gonna start that again. So that unsheathing is very fast. You want to look over your left shoulder. I'm still in my front stance, but when I push to stab, I'm going to step into a back stance. Good. Now from here, I'm still looking over my left shoulder at my opponent, and I have stabbed them. I'm going to push that off and come around to the front. Okay. Now this is a one strike. Okay, so it's from the right. Let's start again to that position. Good. Aya! Good. Now notice my blade is horizontal to the ground. You don't want to let it dip way behind you. You want the sword to still be in front of you. Now, this next move is one move broken into two parts. That helps me remember from a memorization standpoint. I'm going to block and step strike, okay? So I want you to think about the practicality of the weapon as you do the weapon. So if I have struck an opponent and they're still coming at me, I'm going to actually block their weapon as I turn my weapon into a striking position. Everything about the sword is about leading you to the next strike. So think about if I am here coming out of that turn and I need to strike again, I have to adjust my weapon, okay? I can't just bring it up because I've opened myself up to counter strikes. So I want to block and strike, okay? Now, let's do all of that from the beginning. Every time you come back to your starting position, I want you to resheath correctly. Nice and controlled, showing that you can maintain control of the weapon. Aya! Nice front stances going this whole line, okay? When you do any kind of turns with your sword, make sure you're looking before you go, okay? So you're showing that theatricality, that storytelling of the form itself. Aya! Okay, from here, this is the part that I thought was the hardest when I first started. I'm gonna adjust so you can see me better in the camera. You're going to take your weapon and turn your hips to the right so you get momentum to do this jump turn, okay? We are going to jump and turn 180 degrees and land in a front stance with a number one strike from the right, okay? So we pull, aya! Okay? Notice I land with my chest up. I don't lean forward. And when I land, I'm striking at the same time. Let's do that again. So we've blocked, stepped forward, okay? Our left foot is in front in a nice front stance, 45-degree angle. I'm gonna shift, jump, hi-ya! Okay? And that is the end of our first segment. Let's do it all together. Now, like I said, I'm not going by the traditional segment lines. I'm going with what I find is helpful for the students in order to learn the most effectively. Bow, step into your gumdo, unlock your weapon. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! You'll notice that is our second key-up, that jump, turn, and kunye. Awesome job, everybody. Be looking for the next video. We'll get you through the next segment.